Everybody, welcome back to Magika, episode 4 with me, Sid. I'm never so sure quite how to say that. I wanted to make it sound like too fruity. Anyway, last episode we completed or did an awful lot of work getting the house structurally finished. I'm really happy with the way it looks. We also spent some points on some stuff. I have got another blue point to spend, but I'm not going to come and worry about that yet. And we put some bookshelves in, and we've got, just stuff thrown in here, up here. Now, since then, I have sorted my inventory a little. I made myself a nice painting to go on the wall there. I call this one Bomb, because it's the bomb, and I put some storage under the stairs. I have done down here, I have put some storage under these stairs. That is all the wood. That is all the wood, other block stone. That is all the other blocks. That is all nature blocks. This is miscellaneous. Over here I have my armour and tools. Over here I have mob drops. I've got my little cutter, and you'll like this in here, in this cyan urn. That's my valuables. That is actually a double chest in that, which is pretty cool. I am unfortunately out of space already, which is not ideal. I have added a few mods to the pack. I have added, my crafting table's over here. I put in the old crafting tweaks. I have got a portable crafting table, and I have got the ability to sort by right clicking in there. It's that's CPW's sort mod, because the usual one I use hasn't updated yet. Nothing much going on down there. And out here, I have harvested a few trees now and again, and I put out a wireframe for the next portion of the build. I have also planted some potatoes. I was looking for a simple right-click mod to allow me to right-click these, but I can't find one that seems to work in 1.18. More potatoes out here. These are hidden water sources under these various blocks, and where the block is going to be visible, I've actually waterlogged a stair upside down on that. And finally, the other thing I've done out here is I've replaced this tree with jungle wood. It's still palm coconut leaves, because I wanted somewhere to grow brown dye. Now, I've been using this spell a lot, and I forgot an important fact about Ars Magica. Affinity. So I have not moved far into my Earth Affinity 1.0. However, Earth Affinity, when you actually start to look at it, and I don't think we can see it, I had to look this up on the wiki just to double check. Tells you how to do them. You don't notice anything, but you expect that being too deep in one affinity in Infinity might, of course. Earth Affinity makes you heavy, which means I'm actually taking damage. It's only a small bit, but I am taking damage from a fall from 2 blocks, which, if I can find myself a way to do that. There. Shouldn't be taking damage until I fall from that height. I am taking damage at this height. That isn't good. So there is an immediate and obvious thing I need to do. And that is, because if I'm going to go do any caving or any kind of work where I could potentially drop more than 2, I need to make sure I've got a water bucket. I should always have a water bucket anyway, but a water bucket is going to be invaluable. Now, the other thing I wanted to do around this space, and I've done a little bit of preparation work for it, is I want to take some of that tuff. We'll drop that off. I would like to take some cobbled deep slate, and we'll drop off you. I'll keep that as well. A little bit of that maybe. Can't get rid of that easily, unfortunately. Maybe take a little bit of you. And then up here we'll grab a little bit of moss, and up here we shall grab some leaves which I have sheared. And what I wanted to do is just work on this area here. So I probably want some more dirt as well, actually, some dirt. Let me go and grab a little bit more dirt while I'm at it, because dirt will be handy. Anyway, what I want to do is basically landscape this area so it looks a little bit more mixed, like this. I should have get in there. We have got, I don't think the cutoff. Oh, that changes the world a wee bit. But obviously we've got the deep slate bits, which I'm going to want a few bits and pieces. Nothing too smooth. And I'll landscape that. So let's start off here with, I'm just going to stick that down to start off with. I'm not worried about the underside because we can come in and just take blocks out like this, and then I'll probably use cobble for the most part. Maybe just throw a little bit of tuff down as well. Maybe a bit of andesite might work. Again, don't want to get too carried away with this, but I do want a variation of style that. Sorry, kitten's on the floor. She is playing with a piece of cardboard. That cat can actually find toys where no toys exist. I swear, blind, she is mental. I also do need to go and sleep. So a little bit of landscaping around the space, just around the outside of this, and then we'll come and move on to that little structure I started down there and explain what my plans are there. Be back in a second. It's got to be said, this is my first time working with moss blocks and I love it. This made this so easy. Just whack down a moss block and give it bone meal, trim it up, throw down a few leaves, a few random stones, and we can come out here and get to our crops easily enough. There's it's not gone far, it's just literally around the house. So ow, I really need to stop doing that. I've got a little tunnel down there as well. That will come back to that later. I want to talk about this in a moment, but first I need to sort this mess in my inventory, and I am going to use this overflow chest for miscellaneous stuff that I cannot find homes for. So anything that doesn't fall or fit neatly into here, well, it's going to have to find a home somewhere else, like that, for example. But I should be able to get rid of the vast majority of the bits. Those can, again, as much of that can go up as possible. I have also got a little bit of this going on down here, which means I've got more stuff to try and find a home for. Well, I'll just have to go. Actually, no, I'm sticking to my guns. I'll just put away what I can, and the rest will just have to go in there, because what that building actually is my first storage room. So I don't want to do my storage in this space, because we've got a storage mod in this thing which should make life interesting and relatively easy, I hope. Now, if I have a look at storage, we have Tom's Simple Storage mod, which that is the storage terminal, which is made with glowstone, redstone comparators, and all of the good things. Problem. I haven't got half of that stuff. So there's an inventory connector, there's the storage terminal, there's a crafting terminal, there's an open crate. Not entirely. Well, converts the block in front of it into an inventory. Interesting. Inventory trim connects inventories, inventory cable, framed inventory cable, connectors, more connectors, hoppers, things, and wireless. 16 block range, advanced 64 block range. And you can put a beacon on it to really up its range. So I want to build a initial storage room. This will probably be large enough. We've got a little bit of room at the back to put connectors in. We can put the cables in. That's all good. But there's not much point doing that until we've got the stuff, the things we want, the all-important items that we are going to need to make this. Now I'm going to get rid of a little bit of that. That will allow me to put some of these blocks back where they should be. So maybe that one, which is fine. And we'll just bang off a few sticks and yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. It's only wood. It's not like I can't grow more. There we go. A few good sticks for torches. We are going to want some coal. And I am going to want to process up. Well, I don't need to process. I'm going to get some iron and make myself an iron pick for starters. So that's going to be the thing. You'll notice I've got a stone pick because I've been using that already. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's also make a couple more stone picks while we're at it. Just so we can. It's two reasons. One is when I'm mining, using this all the time obviously increases my affinity. My affinity for gravity increases my drawbacks to being aligned into it. The other thing is my mana runs out and I don't want to have to wait every time for that to reload. Now, the other thing I wanted was a written book. So I need to check what. Yeah, realistically, I actually need to get those. Well, I need to get more of those anyway, but we'll need those. And I need a feather, and the books are upstairs because I'd like to craft up a new spell. I'd like to craft a damage spell, a projectile spell. Oh, do I want to do a damage? Actually, there's. I did set up Firebolt on here, which is a physical damage and things, but physical damage is earth aligned. So maybe what I actually want to make is a projectile with a light spell, and we'll call it well, I'll try and get my caps lock off. Light. So then I need a book. I need to make a written book. I need to put the written book in there, and there we go. Light. Now, unfortunately, you can't tell from the books what's necessary for them. So the only way to make this is going to be walking up and down the stairs a lot while I get the inventory together. So you can't, I don't think, even see. Nope, there's absolutely no clue. We have a blank rune, which I probably don't have, so I'm going to need cobble. And then we're going to need definitely going to need a snowball. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely going to need a snowball because that's used for projectiles, and possibly an arrow because that may be used for projectiles too. Let me just make that up. Love this portable crafting table. It's one of my favourite items. And once we've made the spell, assuming I can make this Malvitium dust, that should be down here. We're going to head into the underworld to the arrow. Yes. Snowball. Yes. Yellow rune. Okay, I need some yellow. We're going to head and try and do some mining to get some of the basics, such as diamonds, because, you know, could be useful. And what did I come up here for? Yellow plant, didn't I? That's right. To make a yellow runage, so we'll go and throw that on. I think I actually need a Vitium torch, so that should be fine. I used to make these all the time in the old days of Ars Magica, so yes, Vitium torch. So let's make a torch of Vitium. Doesn't burn any brighter, it's just a Vitium torch. And a spell parchment. Boop, boop, and a boop. So we want it to be light. Now what would make a good light? Let's go there. And that can move up to where the torches are. Now these shouldn't burn out, I don't believe. But there is a way to find out. Let's get some F7age on the ground and let's put down a light spell. There. Right, that's that. Uses a fair amount of mana, but it should actually start moving me into a different, or at least towards another affinity. Now, if I'm not sure whether light is air, I probably should have checked, but it doesn't really matter because now we are into lightning. So lightning is obviously not the opposite of thing, but it has brought my affinity down on my stone, so I may not quite take so much damage, but we can keep working on that until we as we move along. However, let's go underground. And well, let's try it. No, still taking damage from 2 falls. Okay. Right, put a light spell there. And we're going to go down here. Now, I started digging my way down, and I encountered caves. So that is the first problem. But dig spells make all the difference. Hello, I heard you. I'm fairly certain there's nothing that way. Should have made a shield, shouldn't I? That might have not been a bad idea. What did I get out of him? Oh, some chainmail. I don't want to get hit by that. Oh, I got it. He gave me it. I probably will need more food. That is kind of a given, but using the light spell is probably going to be more effective than thing. Now the question is, there's definitely an enderman around here. I can hear him. Do I want to get to... Whoa! Don't look at him. Oh, hello. Not enough mana. That's the problem. But it doesn't matter, because I have got the necessaries to mine this out by hand, and then we can have a look at what these little morsels are. Oh, that could have been nasty. Make sure I'm on stone. Earn from supplementaries, and it was just ash. We got that, and we got a rusted heavy mace. But still, pretty cool. Right, now, how much do I want to push my luck, and how much do I want to just get down to levels where I can achieve what I want relatively easy? I think the answer to that has got to be not that much. So we'll block you off. I should have brought the sunset as well, so I probably should go and have a snooze, get the night out of the way. Let me just pull myself together, and I also think I really should probably be carrying a little bit more food with me. What is that? Is a trader, isn't it? That's the trader that we saw earlier. He must have lost his llamas. Alright, let me sort myself out a little bit, and I'll be back in a moment. Oh, this is a different merchant. He's actually selling interesting stuff. Okay, well, useful to know they exist. I haven't got any emeralds, I don't believe. Let me just double check my valuables. I just thought I'd better check him, because you know what it's like. Those traders never normally have. Oh, I've got 4. Let's go and have a look what he got again. Because he looked to have some interesting bits and pieces. Come back. Trade offer. It's a little bit in your face, but there you go. For a bomb, TNT for a rope, arrow, and with 16 ropes and rope. I think copper lantern, 4. You know what? I'll have them. It's not like. How's that? You happy now? What's something red on the map there? Where'd he just go? Oh, he's there. Okay. I was just like, he's vanished. Wizardry. Right, miscellaneous chest for now. In you go. Along with that, you might as well have it. I might as well just drop off a few bits and pieces while I'm here, because, you know, pointless taking them back into the mine with me. I'll keep the Vitium dust because, you know, it'd be nice to see what our final haul is. But I'm going to keep... Oh, I came for stairs. Yeah. Make me stairs. That way I don't have to worry about lighting up the space quite so heftily. I really should get a decent sword as well, but there you go. What are we going to do? That is definitely still there, isn't it? Yes, it is. Just seems a little bit dull and dingy over here. Right, let us continue down, and well, I'll see you when I get a little bit deeper and a little bit more, hopefully, a little bit more adventurous. Oh, hello, copper. Back in a moment. Well, I found a big cave. It's got inhabitants. We're at -22. There's a little... Is that or a skelly? I think that might be a skelly. And if we can we turn that on with any degree of accuracy? I don't know. However, we need to traverse this to get down to level 54. It does, looking at the mini map, it looks like there might be a few more mobs on the map that I really want to deal with. Some urns over there. I wonder what range I can achieve off of this. Not that, that's for certain. Hup, hup, hup. I'll just give myself a little tunnel over there. That's sounds like a fun way to do things, and because I haven't got any range weapons yet, and I don't want to go down the physical damage spells. Oh, there's some gold there as well. Okay, might have to just go and grab that little snackaroo of material, mind you. Oh, I know I've got an iron stuff pick on me. I'm all right. So yeah, we'll scotch over this way a little bit, and didn't think of that though. Go, that will sort us. You never know when a bit of gold's going to come in handy. So, might as well grab it while we can. Still not redstone, however, which, you know, is somewhat disappointing, because that is what I would like. But we're getting closer to the edge. From the edge, we should probably do need to think about a ranged attack then, though. I mean, I could get a bow, but where's the fun in that? You know. So maybe we need to think. Oh, look at you. Hello. You shall be my friend for the day. I should probably also stick a light spell here down here as well. Da, 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 da. Yes, diamonds for the win. No, is that the only one? Yes, that is a shame. But it often goes that way, doesn't it, really, when you think about it. The number of times you've found diamonds only to find out it was a single solitary diamond. Oops. Anyway, we've done that. Whoa, that was probably not the wisest move. But I suppose we're reasonably well covered, so right, let me just finish off getting this bridge into place, and we should, apart from spiders, we should be reasonably safe up here. I think I prefer this to be not gravel, if I were being brutally honest. Right, let's go back up. Ensure that that is on. I probably want to backfill over here. What do I want to backfill with, though? Yeah, dirt. And then, take that out. We can pop our. I don't. Yeah, it does. This doesn't really matter how solid it all is. I'm gonna, and again, lighting wise, I'm going to keep it lit for practical purposes. But I really could do with something that allows me to try and deal with mobs. And I also need to ensure that this spell doesn't expire. I've got no evidence. Well, I have evidence to suggest it doesn't. I've had a play around with it and it doesn't seem to. But, you know, that's not the same as definite, is it? Anyway, let's go back up. It is daytime. So, hello. There's a little bit left in here that I wanted, and what we should probably do is again not. No, that's not right. That would have been right had I not broken the one block that I wanted there. Let me just get us there. We'll spruce this up at some point, and I'm going to turn that off, and we'll live. Always a bonus. Right, let's go and look at let's go and have a look at what additional, because I think I've got a level, maybe 2 levels actually, I'm not sure. So we have got 1 blue point, and we can go into offensive, and we've got ignition, we've got fire damage, we've got forge, which I suspect allows me to, no idea what that does. We've got frost damage, we've got lightning damage, frost, that's piercing, which we've got definitely can't do. Storm, blindness. Let's try for a zap spell, shall we? Just a simple, straightforward. You know, spell. Zap. I'm going to chuck 1 point projectile spell, and we'll chuck lightning damage. Now, do I want to throw more than 1 lightning damage onto it? I've only got 1 modifier, which is bounce, and I don't think that's going to be particularly useful. Let's just keep it simple. Book. Right, yeah. Let me get this together. I'll be back in a sec. Of course, before I do that, I should actually check what I need to make lightning damage. Chimerite, lightning rod, some runes. It's not too bad. I'm not sure whether I've got any chimerite. So if I look at it down under ores, yeah, it's found where the stones shift. Chimerite is used in spells that require a great deal of alteration or illusion. Topaz, the deepest depth or the highest thing. So what does the stones shift mean? Relatively common. I don't even know if I've got any. That's I don't recall coming across any. And where the stones shift? No, I don't have chimerite. What does where's the stone shift mean? Alright, I'm going to have to just have a little dig around on that one. Lightning might not be. Mind you, I've got that off fire. Which we could always go with. I mean, fire damage is respectable. That's physical damage can be modified by various bits. It uses fairly simple things and does not pierce armor. It just basically does damage. Fire damage will erupt out and searing everything. Fire damage is hard hitting, but many nether mobs are immune to its effect. So again, we don't need to worry about that in the overworld. And what did I need for it before I go and think? Flint and steel and some more runes. Okay. So let's take that out. And we'll call it embers, because it's going to be a low damage spell. And we know it's projectile and we know it's fire damage. So projectile is that I'm going to need orange rune, I'm going to need vitium, I'm going to need a flint and steel. I can actually pull everything together when I think about it, because I've got the book, so that will allow me to do it. But I also really should put my stuff away, shouldn't I? Bang, 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 bang. I will need vitium, but that needs to come down with me. Okay, let me sort myself out. Back in a sec. Alright, we should have everything we need. I've got plenty of vitium. I've made the runes. I've got all the stuff. Let's get this together. So, blank rune, vitium dust, arrow, snowball, orange rune, red rune, vitium dust, flint and steel, spell parchment, the one thing I didn't put together. I might as well just leave those there actually. Yeah, that's spell parchment. While I'm at it, we might as well chuck that rune in there. We can throw that in there. And this one is a definite little squirt of a spray of fire. It's nothing exciting, nothing big. I'm going to go, I think, with that. Do I want to test it? I mean, there's opportunities. We could wait until the nightfall and see what spawns, but I know there's some unpleasantness in the world, so we may have to go and hide for the night. Let's give it a try. I mean, I could have just done a pig or a cow or something as well. That would have been a possibility. But let's see who appears in the night. Nobody yet. Alright, back in a moment. It's been very, very, very unhelpful. I mean, I'm not asking for much. What is that? We've actually got something close to the house now. Just can't see it. As long as it's not a creeper, we're... Wow, that eats mana. Yep, that eats a lot of mana. Damn you. That is not going to replace any well, pretty much anything quickly. What on earth is... Oh, it's a drowned. Okay, I don't care about that. Let's go and sleep the night off then. That might not be the best way of going forward. I don't know. But it's a spell. What can we say? It is a spell. It's just that it eats mana. Now, we can actually do something about mana. There is a couple of options, and one of the things we can make is a mana cakes. Comes with sugar, wheat, and cereblossom. Now, I'm pretty certain if I go downstairs, I've got quite a lot of and I've got quite a lot of cereblossom. So if I just take 16 of those and 16 of those, I don't want to go mad, but you know, because we'll have to go and pick these. And then we head out into the world, go and have a look at what we've got wandering around outside of the skeleton over there. Actually all tough and hard. And he's like, look at me, I'm in the shade, I'm not worried about nothing. There was something unpleasant over here, and I thought it was thing. But what I did do between episodes is go and plant a whole load of sugar cane, because I knew that paper is going to be one of the things we need. Now, I do need to address the other item we're going to need a lot of, and that's going to be wheat, because of course not wheat. Well, I'm going to need a lot of wheat actually, but I actually need leather to make the books. This will go a long way, and we'll yeah, so that's sugar sorted. 16 of those. 16 of those, that lot can go away. And then then what? Yeah, then the hoofer. What's my jig? What's my flop? Wheat. That's what I was looking for. Wheat. So let us go and get that one together. I should have somewhere in one of 9. Well, let me just. I'll give me 18 wheat, and that can go away. That can go away in there. Oh, that does not live in there. I think it has an entry in here, but not enough of an entry. Okay, fair enough. And that should allow me to make some manna cakes. Cereblossom. Oh, I don't know whether I've got any cereblossom. Oh man, that means I'm going to have to go finding cereblossoms, doesn't it? I don't have cereblossom. Okay, nothing to see here. Move along. Okay, so got these barns put in. The other thing we do need to do, I'm not going to go back down with this vibe thing, it's just the mana cost of it is just way too much. Oh yeah, I grew a thing there, didn't I? Do I want to place my no, because it's even stairs and that will look weird. I think we'll go for now, we shall just place you here and we shall call you home. And let's have a look at our journey map. Let's get to the overworld. Let's come and zoom out a wee bit and see what we got. So if I carry on this way, past the desert, let's go for a little explore, because what I would like to use is do the leapfrog backwards and forwards technique. So from here I can go to Snow and Lush Cave, which I don't want to go to, and it costs 1 level, so I definitely don't want to go to it. Using that as a means of transport should be our last resort. Right, my boat. Let me get my boat. Oh, damn creeper. Ruining my landscape. And we're going to head down this way and try and expand ourselves a little bit south today, I think. I need to find these cereblossoms. And cereblossoms, I can't remember where they grow. Desert Nova obviously are in the desert. The Alm are in forests. I think cereblossoms might be jungle. Oh, and I know there's that there. I'll just, you know, I will get round to it eventually. There's a lot of things which I will get around to. But yeah, let me get myself down out past the desert a bit, and let's see what the world will bring us. Back in a sec. It's interesting that Sarah Blossom was actually one of the easiest flowers to find in the world, and then they added cornflower, and everything suddenly got a little bit more difficult, because the one blue flower that was added by the mod was suddenly not the only blue flower that spawned naturally. So that what... Sorry, I'm going to be heading over there in a minute. I've just spotted something, but I spotted this on my radar the last time I came out here, but I didn't. Apples. That was hardly worth it. But still, we have checked it out. So it is checked. We can mark it off as checked. It's done. Check, 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 check. And let's head over, because this looks like... Well, that's jungle wood. So see those? The Sarah Blossom are blue and those are blue. Sparse jungle. Well, we'll take a wee bit of that, because that will come in handy without a doubt. Oh, there's a... I knew it was jungle. Sarah Blossom for the win. See what I mean though? It's a very vivid blue flower, and when it's the only blue flower in the game, it's very, very easy to spot. But when it's not the only flower in the game, it ain't so easy to spot. I mean, obviously that kind of goes hand in hand. Didn't really need to say that twice, did I? Oh, there's a village down there. Might have to go and have a look. What? It looks like a raft floating out there. What is this? Warped warp blocks. This is definitely a grave. Alright. I don't think I want much of the surroundings. Maybe that would be nice, because it's, you know, it's quartz. But we should probably have a look in here. We'll take those. We'll take the string, because that will come in handy for a bow, and the rest of it. But I will have the coffin. Let me just get rid of that. Ugh. Don't know why that's refusing to be thrown away in that manner, but there you go. And I don't need you. I've got plenty of moss. Okay, well that was interesting. Let us continue down to this village, where I will be very careful not to shoot, kill, or in any way maim the villagers, because that will be a very, 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 very foolish thing to do. Usually not a huge amount, but I will take that bamboo. And I'll take the saplings, and we might as well have the melons, because I've already got melons in my inventory. And I need to remember to reset my spawn point. But yeah, right, I am going to have a quick... Oh, what I'm actually going to do, I think, just for starters, starter for 10 here, is I'm going to put all of the things I'm looking for. I picked up the loots. Will go in there. I'll put the apples in. I mean, you know, they're not really loot, but that's good enough. And then we'll go and have a little look around in here, see if we can't see any... Well, let's try and get some vantage to see... Oh, we've got another teleporterizer. That's handy. Any Sarah Blossoms? You know it's bad when you find a village and you're using the village as a vantage point to try and find flowers. That tells you that you have reached a certain point in your career. A saddle, that's nice. We'll take you and you. Okay, let me continue on. I'll show you what I get once I've finished, or I will come back if anything is particularly interesting. Yeah, this is the other plant we haven't got. This is wake blooms. Swamps. They grow on water. They're really pretty, actually. Need to be aware that they're there, though. That one. Let's go grab you. Thank you. Yeah, wake blooms. That's a really handy find. I mean, I didn't expect to find it here because I thought this was a jungle, and I thought wake blooms were swamp. But never look a gift horse in the mouth. There's a villager on that raft. Hello. What have you got? Paper, we'll take it. Carrots, we'll take it because I have a single carrot. I mean, obviously I planted it and I can grow carrots. We'll take the TNT and that's all good. Right. We're running out of village. I suppose I could grab myself a wee bit of kelp, because if I ever decide to do a kelp farm, it'll be handy. You know, it's kind of a self-evident, really, isn't it? I'm not worried about the flags. Let's go over there. There's a tiny little bit of the village left, and then we'll continue onwards. Can I thank you, sir. Be very careful around those guys. We've already seen how effective they are at guarding the place. Anyway, I need... Oh, interesting. I need to just check these out, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we came away with a wee bit. We got, you know, a blast furnace, a bit of glowstone. One thing I did learn is don't use the dig spell on the teleportation waystones. They don't like it. They get destroyed. So that was an important and expensive lesson, because that means I only have the one spare at the moment, but that's fine. I intend to do a lot of exploration in this series because there's a lot of interesting things to find. Right now, the interesting things I really want to find are little blue flowers and, well, pink flowers. I was out for pink flowers as well. But, or, you know, anything over particularly exciting. You know, if we find something out of this world that you kind of go, whoa, and you know, whoa is a good thing. I like whoa. You seldom get whoa in Minecraft these days. You know, I think the first time I saw the Deep Dark update with the well, not the Deep Dark update, the 1.18 with the bigger caves, I was like, whoa, and then I kind of went, and then I went, oh, actually, I'm not a big fan because they make caving different. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but there you go. Anyway, let me continue searching. There's some more jungle. There's a structure here. It is a well, and it has nothing in it. So, yay. But then again, I suppose things that shouldn't always have stuff in them. Oh, hello, Sarah Blossom, I'll have you. What the hell was that? Parrot, okay. And we'll have the wake blooms. Yeah, I'm just going to keep gathering for a while, and I'll be back once I've exhausted my possibilities. See you in a bit. Alright, I found another village. It is raining, and this is getting unpleasant. Oh my God, that was very nearly... That was very nearly game over. Well, not game over because I'm not doing like hardcore or anything. But really would like it to stop raining so I can... this place. No, this is a dangerous village. This is not a... I mean, look at him. Just sat there. And that barely touches him, you know, it really doesn't do much at all. I think he's doing about 2 damage, which is not a lot for the amount of mana it costs. However, sorry, I really should be careful when I'm opening doors with that as well. I'm not bothering with compasses and maps, that's a thing. That structure there, I don't think it has much really going for it. Oh, Sarah Blossom. It's raining. There's horrendous, horrible mobs. I've just nearly died and I'm still picking flowers. That's dedication. Right, I'm going to see. I'm just trying to see if I can see any of the unpleasantness that's been about, because you missed a few very unpleasant critters. There. Unpleasant, nasty creatures. I did get another waystone, however, because I mined it properly this time, so that was good. Oh, Sarah Blossom there as well. So I just need to keep hunting for those, really. We are running out of sparse jungle in this direction. So yeah, well, I think we're kind of running out of options. I need to be a little bit more careful with my footing as well, don't I? After that. Right. Not seeing, that looks like beach over there. I'm going to have a look at this structure. I don't think it is anything particularly exciting, but it won't hurt. And if we have... Oh, hello, Sarah Blossom. See, it definitely won't hurt. I found another plant. And I appear to be able to drop 2 blocks now. Did I just hear a... I could have sworn I just heard a creeper fall behind me. No? Okay. Right, move onwards. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we've got as far as another village. I have found a dungeon in the thing, which I'll show you in a minute. I've just activated this village's warpstone, waystone. Now, there is a dungeon here. It's one of the repurposed vanilla dungeons. It's my last encounter with one of those did not end well. So I am not going to jump straight into that one, because if I remember rightly, I think the entire bottom floor exploded with creepers or hidden creepers or something. It was not a fun experience to be had by all the family. However, over here there is also a structure, and I think this is one of the, again, this is from the same mod. This is the repurposed. Oh, hello. What are you? Shiny. I might have to stop and grab a little bit of that. This is the repurposed Nether Fortress in the overworld. Now, it would normally spawn in a jungle, but it's this. Intriguing. Yeah, it's ow, can't make that jump. Okay, let me just help, shall we? Decaying glory. So I'm not entirely sure what to expect in here, but I'm fairly certain it won't be It won't be pleasant. And this really does deserve a good look round, not just a jump in and out. So what we are going to do is we're going to just sleep the night off, and we've got this area marked so we can teleport back here once we're a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for, adept, maybe, competent. That might be a word. I've picked up an awful lot of bits and pieces actually. We've got some Vitium, a little bit of glowstone, we've got another one of those, we've got some arms, bits and pieces, you know, lots of stuff really. Copper, food, all sorts of goodies. And I'm just curious as to why. Oh, it goes underground. And they've all turned into drowned, haven't they? Well, that explains a lot. And of course, you know, we've got, we'll have a very sneaky peeky into here because, well, that certainly won't hurt. Sounds like there might be a spidey somewhere. And that looks, yeah, definitely going under. So is it, I don't know whether it's another fortress or a mine shaft. It has more of the features of a mine shaft with its stairs going down. Just trying to see, that's the one we've just done. I know I said I'd have a look at it and then we'd come back at a proper time, and then I'm just going completely against what I said and coming in and having a look, aren't I? It's very, very foolish. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's extensive though, I'll give it that. There's a lot to it. I'm curious as to what that wooden thing is there. Oh, there's that, hang on. That's an illager outpost. Okay, let's leave those. That makes life a little more complicated for searching the ruin, but oh, and that's what would have been a blaze spawner. Oh, 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 big old ooh. That was worth hanging around for. Right, I'm going to head back. We're going to teleport back home, and I think I'll check how long I've been recording, but I suspect I am close, if not all the way to where I should be finishing. So I've got to get down from here as well, haven't I, with my super dense weight. Well, there is only one way to do that, and that is with the water bucket I brought for these very occasions. Yep. Not that daft. Peekaboo. Alright, yeah, I'm pushing my luck here. I mean, I should be fine, but, you know, like there and there. Probably not worth taking up the inventory slots right now. But yeah, it's interesting. We've got stuff to be playing with when I want to come back and play with adventuring things. Let me go and teleport back. I'll see how long I've been recording, and I shall be back with you in a second. Alright, yeah, I have definitely gone over an hour, so I think that will do us this episode. We've had an experiment with some more things, spells. We have now got a, for want of a better word, some landscaping done, which I think works really well. And what we'll do next episode is we'll get the storage space done and continue looking at how to get into it. But we may need to just use some mundane tools, such as, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? Come on, help me. Such as a bow or something like that, just to get us through the initial problem. But yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.